Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The-Fulm-Show, the Scottish film podcast where we talk shite a lot. I'm Stephen Smith, and today with me once again are podcast Sergeant
Musketeers.
Horror Sergeant General Chris Grant.
Hello.
The corporal of horror. Chris Grant.
At ease, gentlemen.
That'd be amazing, man.
And the battle captain of banter.
No.
Joe Fish.
Right, we're shutting it down. Shut it right down. The Clown Prince of Patter.
My name's Joe Fisher.
Joe's here.
I'm also here.
Just the three of us today.
Like always.
Aye, like always.
Gary's still in Aberdeen.
Gary was hit by a blimp.
He's still in it. Was that a demon?
You're a demon.
This place is a mess.
Aye.
You're a mess. Get your own garage.
God's sake, man.
Do you want to jump? We just jump right in.
To the latest in our series of unfortunate events.
Cannonball.
Cookies
Cheers.
we bought cookies that have popcorn in them.
They're pretty good.
Right, come on.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So, last week,
Aye. And I chose 1408.
You did?
Starring that guy for the Marine who's in 1408 for like 30 seconds.
Guy who got
we'll
him.
just say how you got to 1408. What's all this coming from?
Right, we started with See No Evil 1, the classic.
Yep.
Then went to Steve Irwin Collision Course.
Yep. Christ.
Linking each film together, we went to John Cena in the Marine.
Yep.
That's
And then
true.
we ended up at 1408.
What did you guys think of 1408?
It was alright.
I've seen it before, I really liked it.
I enjoyed it. I'd never seen it before.
Though my one problem with it was the main character was kind of shitty.
I like John Cusack.
Like, no, he was alright,
Aye.
but his character, like,
Yeah.
because I know they humanify him
daughter died.
eventually.
You should have dick button.
Spoil,
Really.
but up until that point, he's just an arsehole.
Aye.
And, like, it almost makes you feel bad for not liking him at first. Because it's like,
Maybe that's the point.
oh, he's a dick because this stuff happened to him. But it's like,
Aye.
I didn't think it really worked. I didn't feel sorry for him.
They should have
At
either
all.
just kept him an arsehole or
Aye. Or not had him quite. Have him
be like cold, but not.
have him scarred. Don't have him just be a dick.
Aye.
Which was my problem. But no, it was good.
No, because like when folk play, it's probably accurate, but when folk play alcoholic writers, they usually play them as arseholes.
Aye.
Imagine having an alcoholic writer. I've not heard that one before.
Aye, I know.
You might want to turn yourself up a bit, Stephen. Or put the mic in front of your mouth a bit more. Because you seem quiet.
I thought it was kind of... I mean, some parts were quite jumpy, scary.
See the bit at the end in the car? I
Aye.
shat myself, man. I nearly flipped myself like off my bed.
The bit when he's
crap
looking
myself.
out the window and he sees himself in the building
That is
And there's someone
that's
behind him.
really cool.
That's
and he
cool.
turns around and he's there.
There's some really cool stuff. The bit where he, again, spoilers, like, we're just going to talk about a lot, but the bit where he thinks he's, like, free, and it lasts for, like, 20 minutes, and then he goes to the post office, and
Aye.
the folk are, like, breaking the wall down.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Aye.
1408.
It's a pretty good movie, yeah?
If you kind of like
Looks
good
psychological.
films, it's like
Alan Wakey, kind of.
Aye.
Aye.
even
aye.
if you don't like John Cusack, I'd still watch this.
It's not like overly scary.
No, the music was quite good.
Sam Jackson does not like take up the screen. He's not
Aye,
like
he's
it.
Yeah.
hardly in it at all.
Aye.
Aye, it was good, I liked it.
Aye. I thought it was fun.
I don't know what else there is to talk about with it. Because there's not really many people in it, you know what I mean?
Aye. That's what I found it really hard to connect. There was like hardly, like without it being pure obvious, and then it'd be like,
Oh, right, with the...
Snooks not playing.
I actually thought
That's what I was expecting.
one of the scariest parts of the film was when Sam Jackson's telling John Cusack about what's already happened in that room.
Aye.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Folk gouging out their eyes and stuff, and
I want to see
Aye.
that movie. I want the history of
1408
1408.
the prequel.
Aye.
1407.
Housekeeping.
Aye,
London
1407, and it's like after the hotel's burnt down, they just made 1407 a big room, and it's the bay for them, but it's set like 75 years later,
In the future.
and like no one knows.
Aye.
Yeah, so that was
I like
1408.
It was good. I was pleasantly, like, I think I'd seen it before a long time ago, but
Yeah,
I
it's
was
been a year since
I
I've
remember
seen
seeing the adverts for it and wanting to see it, but I was too scared of horror films at the time to like, watch it. So,
aye.
I liked the guy who was his agent. He plays Monk in the popular crime drama series Monk.
Oh yeah, he's quite
Right.
funny.
Aye, he's cool. He was good.
Yeah,
He's in things.
I liked the movie.
Aye, he was good.
He's in acting roles before.
Watch 1408.
Aye.
Recommended
Surprisingly,
by
like,
the
all
film
these
show.
movies so far have been pretty alright.
Yep.
That-
Especially the Marine.
That
Especially the
ends
Marine.
today.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Jesus. You seem quite confident here.
How about I pull up IMDb, ladies and gentlemen?
You seem smug.
You pull up your trousers first. Come on.
I'm going to eat one of these popcorn cookies
Um,
to brace myself for what's about to happen,
Right.
I'm assuming.
so I'll pull up 1408, right? Now,
It's on the IMDb horror scale. Just put it out there.
6.8.
It's a good poster.
There's not a lot of folk in this movie, right? That
that's-
have been in stuff. A lot of them have been in British stuff.
Uh-oh.
A lot of people were in Heartbeat. I looked at that.
All right.
The guy in the post office was in
Primeval.
that Primeval.
Aye.
All right. Cool. Right, so as I was looking through it, I was like, I'll click on all these names. As you can see, they're all purple.
I don't know if I want to look.
I maybe don't look.
Right, okay.
There is someone
See if we just have to watch the Marine again next week.
someone who played.
Better not be WWE Studios.
I could have before we get there. I could have made you watch Scooby Doo and the WrestleMania Mystery,
Ooh.
but I didn't
Oh.
Why not?
because we've watched Hunners. Someone.
Is that WWE Studios?
Aye. WWE Studios and Warner Brothers can join. Someone who plays Clawhammer Maniac. This isn't even like a named.
Oh, that's the guy I was just talking about.
Yeah. my favourite.
Benny Urquidez. Right.
Oh, Big Benny.
Our Benny.
So I clicked on him, right, and he's a stunt actor,
Right.
but he was played a part in that, right.
Oh no, I can't look.
So I was like, well, I better not pick something that he's a stunt actor, and I'll pick something that he actually act in. So I was scrolling down, man, and I was looking, and
I feel nervous.
I found 1994 classic Street Fighter,
Fuck
Yes! I've got it in DVD.
where he plays Sagat gang member, brackets uncredited.
you. No.
I've watched Street Fighter for this podcast before.
Get ready to fight.
I will fight you
Yes.
for this.
3.7
No
on
way.
IMDb.
Oh.
No way. That should be doubled.
Oh man, that's really good.
It's such a good film.
I think our reaction to this bullshit just peaked
I am
the desk.
so happy.
Starring Jean-Claude Van Damme.
We just put the sound in the red, responding to this shit.
Well,
I quit. I hate this.
starring Jean-Claude Van Damme and Kylie Minogue.
I am so happy.
That's really funny. The big man that
Directed it
he directed a lot of good stuff,
like Street Fighter.
like Die Hard and Running Man.
So for next week, that's our homework.
Watch Street Fighter.
Yes.
Speaking of next week, this time next week, we will have completed Extra Life 2014.
Yes,
And we have already exceeded our target.
we have.
Well, like 4 days left.
We are at £110 on the target.
150.
With the money flowing in. Flowing in now that we're over
Aye.
the target. So I'll give you money.
It took that last fiver,
Right.
tipped it over. Friend of the podcast, Tom Gibson. His girlfriend.
Oh, is that who it was?
Aye. She got us there. She got us in the 100. So,
Congrats, guys.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
www.justgiving.com/extra life marathon.
I'm excited. Me and William were testing out some of the games.
Aye.
We
Does
played.
that memory stick work?
I've not tried it yet.
Right.
We played a. We played a. We played
The
a.
old AMB.
We played a 27-minute long cage match in the very first SmackDown game.
My God.
It was ridiculous.
Who did you go?
I was The Rock,
Who's he? Steve Austin.
Matt Hardy.
If you want to watch it, us play 24 hours of video games, then you can do that.
Maybe.
Maybe. I
Um,
need to figure out.
regardless of whether we can figure out streaming arrangements or not, we're going to video blog it.
Yep.
So I would assume there will be some kind of like 30-minute video
Probably.
up of us
I'll
doing it.
probably like Vine it and Instagram bits as well.
Aye, and
So
we also played a bit of Robot Wars Arenas of Destruction.
how'd that go?
It was pretty fucking fun,
Aye.
if I'm honest. Aye.
Ah.
It looks terrible now, like it looks real bad and the frame rate's a bit choppy, but it is genuinely like a lot of fun. I sat through like the 40-minute cutscene at the start of Okami so that we can play a bunch of that.
Cool.
What time do you start? Do you start at
In the morning.
right
On
10
the
10 a.m. on
10
Saturday?
on Saturday to 10 a.m. on Sunday.
Wow.
I'm really excited. Like, I'm genuinely really excited
I'm
to
scared.
start.
I'm terrified.
What if you're in the middle of a SmackDown v Raw game and it's get 20 minutes to go and you're at 2 minutes to 10? We just keep going.
We just keep going for another 24 hours.
That's not happening.
All
That's
day, all night.
I could do a 24-hour stream of just wrestling games, like, easily.
I could not do that.
Do a 24-hour WWE All-Stars stream,
I could maybe do that.
easily. So, aye, that's happening.
Aye.
Have fun.
Um.
Films.
Aye.
Yep.
I was gonna say the stream will probably be on the Film Show YouTube channel, so just hit up the Film Show. If you're not already subscribed, you should probably aren't. Yeah, that's what we'll be.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're on 67 views for our last YouTube.
hey.
Thanks to my bros pal.
Thank you.
Cheers.
You need to watch a fair amount of a YouTube video to get a view, eh?
Aye.
I don't know. It's weird how it works.
Don't know.
Strange. Works strangely.
If anyone can find that out for us,
I can do that.
you won't.
Aye.
That's including... No, that's not including iTunes listens and stuff as well, eh?
Yeah, I need to sort out the
Sorry,
iTunes
that
That
stuff.
one wasn't on iTunes.
Yeah, I need
Was
to
it
fix that.
How?
No.
Because basically, if we want to do that, we're probably going to have to like pay for hosting.
How much?
$3.99 a month, $2.99 a month,
That's £1 each.
because it's. But we can
Anyway,
we'll
films.
fix that. You get us.
Give me
Films.
2
Those
sec-
the people who listen to us get us every week, so it's all right.
Give me 2 seconds, I'm going to untangle that cable that you have, because it's stuck under something, and you keep nearly pulling it out the mic, and it's making me really nervous.
Okay,
I don't like it. Talk about movies.
So,
Chris,
movies,
what
films.
films did you watch this week?
Well, I watched a few films.
Okay,
Where shall I start? I watched Apocalypto. Shame Joe hasn't got the mic to talk about it.
Yeah!
Mel
How
Gibson-
good is
Mel-
Apocalypto?
Mel Gibson's Apocalypto.
Apocalypto was very, very, very good.
Does anyone want a popcorn cookie, by the way?
Was,
Okay.
No thanks.
You want one?
No thanks. It was. It looked amazing, and it sounded amazing, and it sounds kind of stupid, but you kind of felt like you were watching a documentary almost. Like, not saying the acting was pretty good; it was just so authentic.
Well, the acting can't have been good, because it stars Rudy Youngblad.
Well, no, sorry,
Lord.
that's a lie. The acting
So-
was sensational. I am Jaguar, Paul, and I am not afraid of saying that movie was good.
I heard they're remaking it.
Why?
Are they actually?
I heard Rob Zombie's remaking.
Fuck you. Nope. Rob Zombie singing in Mayan.
Is that not what he sings
Is
in?
that
Anyway?
not what he
Is
sings
that
in?
not what?
So yeah, I
What
watched
else did
other
you
films
watch?
as well.
Tell me.
Can I talk about the other one on this?
It's up to you, really.
Yeah, I watched the 2007 Danny Boyle film Sunshine.
Stephen, will you be affronted if we talk spoilers?
I don't give a shit.
Brilliant. Sunshine spoilers, everyone.
Right, Sunshine.
Better have watched that movie that came out 7 years ago.
And was a commercial flop.
Yep.
I was thinking that you seem to be a mad ultra on this film,
I
Joe.
love that movie. Like, I love it.
And
It's amazing.
I don't really know any other ultras about this movie, and I can kind of see why.
Fuck you.
I thought this movie was okay.
It's amazing.
It was an excuse to go, oh, look at these special effects we have and sounds we have, but not really make a film out of it.
What?
And then they got, oh, we're not sure what to do anymore, so let's just change the story completely.
But that was the story.
Nah, but
The
it wasn't
folk who
very
were
good.
dying and stuff.
But it wasn't very good.
It's brilliant.
It wasn't very good.
Fuck you.
The twist was good, but it wasn't very good.
Basically, Sunshine is a big budget slasher movie.
Yeah.
But that's the plot twist, so they couldn't tell anyone, so no one went to see it. Because they couldn't tell anybody anything about it.
That's fucking dumb.
I know, but
Yeah, I thought it was okay, and it looked and sounded amazing, but that was about it.
I liked the story, but
It was,
that was the thing as well.
it was kind of like Godzilla. It looked good, the new one.
Godzilla was quality.
It looked good and it sounded
It was
good, but
step.
it was kind of crap. It was kind of crap.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I've been upset.
I'm a fan of Danny Boyle.
The
but-
bit where the guy goes out to fix the sun shields.
Is Chris Evans in that?
Yeah, it's good.
Chris Evans is in that movie, and the,
Yeah, he is.
and the music's playing.
Cool.
Yeah, that was good.
It's so good.
Like I'm saying, the music, the sound, and the way it looked was
And
amazing.
then,
but
what is it? Packerman.
What?
Packerman comes aboard to kill them all.
Oh, aye.
It's a dumb name. For
Aye.
It's like his second name. He's like a guy.
It's a guy.
It's like someone Packerman.
Cool.
And basically, Sunshine is about these folk who go to reignite the sun because the ship that went to do it the first time they've lost contact with them and all that stuff. And basically, it turns out that the guy that was the captain of the first ship
Aye.
was a mad, very, very religious man.
Sounds familiar.
So his response to going crazy was to think it was God's will that the sun was dying.
That sounds like a horror
and
movie.
kill everyone on his ship.
Yep.
But you don't know this until an hour into Sunshine.
Okay.
So basically, Sunshine sets itself up as a movie about these folk who are dealing with their inner demons and they're all going crazy and stuff on this ship. And then they latch on to the first ship, and then it just becomes a slasher movie because this guy comes aboard and just starts killing everyone.
What if I just started watching that movie an hour into it?
It wouldn't really matter because it was crap.
I feel like everyone has those movies that they like that no one else likes. But
It was a poor man's terrible version of Event Horizon.
oh my god. There's no need for personal insults. Event Horizon is the worst space horror / thriller I've ever seen.
You've clearly not seen that many then.
Honestly.
Or some bad space horrors.
And that very specific...
Alien 3.
Jason X.
And that really specific genre that is... Everyone wakes up at the start, sits round a round table, and then starts dying slowly.
That's just Alien.
That's
happened in Sunshine.
That's all of them.
It's just Alien.
That's Event Horizon as well. But aye, whatever. You can think what you want, but I know I'm right. So
NASA, if you're listening to this and you're going to explore Mars, don't build a round table on your spaceship.
Don't do it.
And don't wake
Don't have any tables.
and don't wake everyone up from their cryo sleep around 15 minutes before they're going to sit down at said table. Because within 90 minutes, everyone will be dead.
Also, don't have Charlize Theron doing hardcore push-ups as soon as she gets out of cryo sleep.
Learn from your mistakes.
I watched Prometheus this week.
Oh, did you? And moving on, because that's all I watched. It wasn't horror.
Everyone saw Prometheus. It's pretty good.
I've not seen Prometheus.
It's good. It's
What?
it's Alien 1. It's like the same story and everything, but like it looks amazing.
I've been too busy playing Alien Isolation to
You
care.
seem to not really enjoy that much.
It got better. I got past the bit where the game was being dumb and broken,
Right.
and it got good.
I've been playing the Evil Within, and every part of that game's amazing. So,
Yeah, it's really good, apart from the fact I keep dying.
Right, so 1408 we've talked about. I don't know if there's not much point in going really into Prometheus.
You can't
We
if you
spoke
want.
about
I
it
don't care.
before.
Yeah, it's. I'll give you the Blu-ray if you want. It's good.
Cool.
It's worth watching.
I'll
You'll
give you
like it.
special edition Blu-ray if you
Don't
want.
give me anything until after October 31st. I
I'll-
can't deal with
I
it.
also watched I also read a 2-page article about how it relates to Alien, in the various ways.
How'd that go?
Makes sense.
Did it help?
Well, see, people don't understand that movie. They go, that movie was shite, man. But everyone understands that movie, goes, oh, it was really good. So,
Aye, it was good. I watched The Flash and Arrow, but that's TV, and we hate TV.
what's this TV part?
Aye, it was pretty good.
You go to the cinema and watch films.
And then
What's that TV? I watch Netflix.
the only non-horror movie that I watched was Brad Pitt 2012 movie, Killing Them Softly.
I've heard that's really good.
Any good?
It's alright.
Aye.
It's alright. I wouldn't say it's really good.
Does he kill them softly?
I wouldn't say it's really good.
That's not what I asked.
His hair's quite nice, isn't
It's
it?
aye. It's very slow.
Aye. What is
Very,
it, like a crime?
very slow.
Would you say it's slow or would you say it's soft?
It killed me softly watching it,
Right.
but it is good. I did like it.
Right.
These guys knock over a poker game, and Brad Pitt's hired to find who did it and why and kill them, basically. But
Pretty sure that happened in Saltcoats once.
Probably did.
it had what I like to call
My Uncle Billy
Hobbit 2 syndrome.
was born as fuck.
And
No,
terrible.
just where you get to the end of
CGI
the
was
movie.
rotten.
You just get to the end of the movie and like 3 things
Oh.
have happened and somehow it took 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know? It was
Because
good.
people keep trying to make big budget indie movies and it doesn't work.
Aye. There was a couple of bits that looked amazing in it, like they were really well shot and stuff. And there was a bit that I rewound to watch again, like a wee 30-second bit, because it looked so cool.
Cool.
But aye, I'd give it a 5 out of 10 or whatever, just pure. It is not
Aye.
offensively bad, it is not brilliantly good, it is just totally alright, and a bit boring.
Better
Fair
than
enough.
Sunshine then.
No. I hate
Sorry.
you.
And
then the rest of the stuff I watch is horrors.
we're going to talk about a lot of horrors today.
Horrors.
I can tell.
Horrors.
I watched one
And I
film.
also watched That's the Bottom Line, the story of Stone Cold Steve Austin on Netflix,
Wow.
which was
Oh my god.
pretty fucking good.
I watched something else.
What'd you watch?
50 Greatest WWE Finishers.
Right, moving on.
What was number 1?
Stunner.
Yeah, I can
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
Do you mean stunner
get into that.
or do you mean stunner?
Promo
Kinda-
code Stunner.
Stunner.
This Swanton bomb was around kind of 12th, 13th, but see when they showed like, all the montages, they all showed like the crap Swanton bombs they done.
Where was the people's elbow?
Where was it?
It was 7th maybe.
the most electrifying move in sports entertainment.
Where was the Canadian destroyer?
That is not. It's not a WWE thing.
I don't
It's
care.
too dangerous.
Not PG enough.
The man that done the Canadian destroyer has retired to be a
Kind-
police officer.
Where was the camel clutch?
Oh, it was
That
30
was in
odd.
it.
Yeah,
Aye.
Cool. Put you in a camel clutch.
Yep.
Make
This would be
you
a really
humble.
good time to segue to that, but I'm not doing it.
I also watched TNA British Boot Camp on Challenge TV.
Aye.
It was pretty good.
I watched The Sunny.
We all watched The Sunny.
Aye.
I watched the
Could
Sunny.
talk about The Sunny a
Want to
bit.
talk about The Sunny for a bit? Give it
Maybe-
some push it. Give it some...
Maybe you could say it's a short film,
You could say that.
I guess, because they didn't make
You
any
could say
more.
it's a TV movie.
It's a one-off. It's a one-shot.
It's a Marvel one-shot.
Aye. That's the
It
new
ties
Marvel
into the
one-shot.
Marvel universe.
He will only fight with Davey Hunter
You
because he's
could-
a shite back.
You could probably convince Rob Florence that his TV shows are connected to the Marvel universe.
Aye.
He probably thinks that.
Well, they are.
Like Burniston's part of the Marvel universe. The Sunny was a Scottish sitcom pilot that they showed on BBC, made by guys who have made a bunch of other
Stephen-
Scottish comedy shows.
I'll have you know that was not a pilot.
That was
a
the future.
BBC comedy one-off special.
Aye, but they started saying that and then they started calling it a pilot again when folk liked it.
The like weird wording to do with this
Aye.
was like really strange.
Basically what happened was that they made a pilot
I think what really
and then I
happened
don't
was
think... Basically they haven't immediately picked it up. So they've
I
shown it
I think
to
there's been
see what the reception was. Let me finish fucking talking.
Sorry.
Because you would like over here, you would probably think that like this guy made Burniston, if you know what that is. You'd think like if he was like, I'm making this new show, they'd be like, yeah, we'll just buy a season of it, and like that would be it. But there must have been something they didn't like about it. But they probably spent a lot of money making the pilot, so they were probably like, we're going to just we'll put it up and see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't make it because it did look quite expensive to make. So.
It definitely looked expensive to make.
Aye.
It was good though. I laughed all the way through it.
Aye. It was funny. It's on BBC iPlayer, so...
Grado was funny, innit?
Aye. Aye, local hero. Grado, isn't it?
I think the reason they didn't call it a pilot and just called it a one-off is because they don't want to hire yet another BBC Scottish show that is terrible.
Did you not like this one?
Quite a lot. No, I did. What I'm saying is I think they just didn't call it a pilot to begin with, just in case it was terrible.
Because they were calling it, like... I think what happened was, like, Rab Florence and that were calling it a pilot on Twitter, and I bet you they get told not to.
It was really weird.
Aye. Don't know, man. British TV's weird, like, how it gets made. It's, like, super weird. It was probably because the BBC probably paid them to develop it as a show, and then, well, like, we changed our mind. We're making this one about Scottish policemen now, and that happened.
That's next week.
Aye. So
Also starring Grado.
also starring local heroes.
I saw that advert with him in it.
Aye.
And
It looks good.
And the chef from Gary Tank Commander.
Don't know
Aye.
that. Is that the wee young guy?
That's the kind of fat ginger guy.
Oh, right, okay. Scottish stuff. Anyway, I watched a film this week that wasn't a horror.
Jeez, oh.
One film.
Must have been really good.
It was quite good.
What?
It was Two Night Stand, starring Miles Teller.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a rom-com.
I've never heard of that movie.
It's quite good. The rom-com.
Who is the woman?
She is in it.
Hilary Duff.
No,
Remember her?
she was in.
The only person from Disney that didn't go crazy.
She was in Warm Bodies. She was the
I've-
girl's friend in Warm Bodies.
I have not seen that movie.
That is all I know.
I've not seen that movie.
That's who she was for the listeners. She is newly single and starts online dating, and then plans to hook up with Miles Teller for one night, and then they get snowed into his apartment because of a freak blizzard and have to spend more nights there,
Right.
and they fall in love,
Oh,
and it's funny. Just get fall asleep, and it's funny.
cool.
So, and it's really short. So
Aye. Got an hour
like
20 or
full
something.
full running time is like an hour 25 minutes with credits. So,
Wow.
So it's the opposite of Gone Girl.
pretty much.
2.5 hours with 40 minutes adverts before it.
Aye, pretty much.
That was horrible.
It was.
It's a
brutal.
great movie, but horrible viewing
As
experience.
you would expect, Miles Teller plays Miles Teller and does it well.
Yep.
I like that guy. He's funny. The girl was funny too. Everyone in it was pretty good. Pretty good movie.
Cool.
All in all, I'd watch it if it was on Netflix, I guess. I'm trying to think, like, I don't think I watched anything
Did
else.
you go to cinema to see it? Aye?
No, I watched it on Indiegogo.
What is that?
It's a Kickstarter thing.
Right.
I watched it on GoFundMe or something.
Press pass
Ultra.
ultimate dot
Stunner.
dot premium dot org.
Press.pass.www/
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I watched it on.
See, to be fair, I plan on going to see Horns in the cinema when I can pay for it. So,
Oh yeah, it's not even out here yet. You seen it 3 weeks ago.
yep.
Press pass.
give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna get into this cloudy lemonade Lucozade I got.
Right.
Joe was doing sound for America.
For what?
You were in America, weren't you?
No.
Right.
I wish I was in fucking America.
So, is that us done talking about normal movies?
About normal people films.
Can we move on up?
I've not really watched much else. You know what I mean?
Nah, I didn't really watch
Even
much.
I would have said we could talk about Sunshine in the creepy crevice.
Yeah, but it was not that creepy and not that good, so...
Yeah.
Chris's Creepy Corner.
I feel like
Stephen's
that's going to be one of
Pit.
those movies, but where Some folk will just think it's great.
It's going to be a love it or you hate it movie.
Aye.
It's Transformers.
No, you just hate that.
Transformers 4, you just hate that. Like,
So
everything about it.
Are we climbing aboard?
Yep. I'm going to drink some of this Lucas.
Chew.
Have we been keeping an eye on Chris's mic?
Aye. Looked fine. What's this going on here? Wow. It's the demons. They're coming, boys. Oh, right. Let's get on.
Do you hear that tapping?
Let's move on up, ladies and gentlemen, to Chris's creepy corner. I can't. Right, Chris.
Hello.
What did you watch this week, Chris? Well, actually, can I start with Chris?
Uh-huh.
What did you purchase this week?
You mean what did I purchase today?
Aye. What were your buys? What your hot horror buys?
Shout out to Soska Sisters, the future of horror.
What?
I bought See No Evil 2 on DVD because they didn't bring the Blu-ray out in Scotland.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, it's not even on Amazon. It's a disgrace.
That is a disgrace.
It's a disgrace.
What's that about?
That's what I think of that.
You've not seen it yet, though, have you?
No. I just bought it
good.
like 2 years
Should
ago.
have watched that absolutely illegally.
What? No. And I also bought Blu-ray Oculus, starring Karen Gillan.
Pish film, Chris.
I hate my I'll be the judge of that.
It's not very good.
Right, I watched a horror film this week.
Aye. Just one?
You did?
I think I watched
Jesus.
just one. I probably watched another one. Probably acted in one. But anyway. I obviously watched some more Supernatural. I'm still on that.
What season you on now?
Really, I'm still on season 2, but I'm really, really considering copyright sue.
Because your life.
Because all that's happened to me.
You and your brother.
Me and my brother, who's I think he looks like Dirk Director. He's a Dutch football.
Please keep going.
Anyway, I watched something that really, really annoyed me.
What was that?
I watched Japanese original The Ring, or Ringu.
Aye. That's not the claymation cartoon about the penguin.
No.
That's Pingu.
That's right, okay.
Honk honk.
Before I watched this film, Stephen told me that his dad had to turn it off.
I think I was wrong.
But
I think it might have been The Grudge.
But also, I asked my dad what he thought of this film, and he said that he watched half of it downstairs, then had to go up to his bed halfway through and watch the second half upstairs because it was really scary.
Aye.
This film is not scary at all.
You're clearly just an ultra, aren't you?
So you're saying this film is as scary as the fact that
There is
Pingu doesn't wear clothes, but his dad is always ironing clothes.
there is
Have
no,
you
there is
seen
no
the-
on-screen deaths.
Have you seen the terrifying episode of Pingu where he gets drunk and
This is
pisses
Chris's creepy
himself?
corner.
Is that a thing?
Yup.
Anyway,
Sorry.
this film is not a horror film.
No. What is it then?
Well, there's a whole.
Is it just a pure straight up
Everyone-
FULM film?
Everyone thinks that. Well, there's this tape going around. If you watch it, you die in 7 days. Blah blah blah. But then, like, you don't like. You only hear of deaths like on the news and stuff. Like, it's all that. So and so's Wayne died last week for watching that film, and then a reporter finds it, and she watches it and she thinks she's gonna die, and then she goes investigating it, and then she doesn't die.
And it's not Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No, it's not. That's The Grudge, noob cat.
What's the point then?
Anyway,
Well, who's in the remake of The Ring?
I don't know.
Ethan
Yeah,
Hawke?
This is the original of the ring.
I know, but I want to know his name.
it's probably just Scary Movie
Ethan
3.
Hawke probably should be in everything. So
Aye.
Scary Movie 3.
Please keep talking, Chris. Don't stop.
No, because this film annoyed me. I just wanted to sit and just think about how much I was annoyed.
just because it was crap.
Well, yeah, because then she shows her ex-husband it, and then he's like, all right, okay, that was not. This is like a day after she's seen it. It's like, oh, we might die, but we probably won't. And he goes, anyway, make me a copy of that tape. So they find like the body of the woman that's meant to be haunting everybody. It's just a skeleton. Then nothing happens, and then she survives 7 days. She's like, yeah, it's party. All that. So then, but then the ex-husband's like, do you mind spoilers?
I'm not probably... Well, seeing as how you just said how bad it is, I probably won't
Yeah,
watch
I'm
this.
probably not going to watch
Right,
it.
so let's bear in mind that there's been no on-screen deaths and no scary jumpy bits at all yet. Then the husband's like, oh, I'm probably not going to die either. And he turns around and his telly's on. Then the woman crawls out the telly, but it's not even that scary. And then it zooms up on her eye. And then it cuts to a different scene and cuts back. And then there's like, he's getting taken away in an ambulance because he's dead. And that's it. And it turns out that the only way to survive the ring is that if you copy the tape and give it to someone else. And that's it.
But then it just finishes.
And then it finishes.
That sounds shite.
It was so...
Basically, that sounds really pish.
Aye, that's
See,
what
for
I'm
all
gonna
this Japanese horror's the best, and this happened and that happened. No. I don't know if it's maybe The Ring 2, which I've got, that everyone keeps going on about. It's pure amazing, but that was not good
Aye.
at all.
I think I think a lot of people get confused though. Like people say Japanese horror's like the best, but I think it's actually Korean horror. Not like folk are like that's mental. Like The Audition.
So just being racist.
Watch The Audition. I've heard it's crazy.
I've got a Japanese
You
horror.
still look pure quiet, by the way, Stephen.
I've got a Japanese horror in my house that I've not watched yet called A Tale of Two Sisters, which is meant to be phenomenal. So I'll watch that
I've heard
next
of that.
week.
I have heard of that. I've seen that in HMV. They all just look really weird. They're all really cool DVD covers.
I know. So I'll probably watch that next. But as for the Japanese original Ring, no, I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
2 out of 5.
Oh, 2 out of 5 scales.
2 out of 5 scales.
That's brutal, man.
Jeez. What is better, Ringu or Sunshine?
Hey, let's do No, I don't have an answer to that, because they're both kind of different. Probably Sunshine. I guess.
Yeah!
Just because it wasn't a disappointment, because I didn't have any high hopes for it in the first place.
Right.
Do you watch?
I watched some
Do you watch anything else, Chris?
horrors.
I don't think so.
Right, Joe.
I watched the star of last week's show, Dead Silence.
Okay.
Movies not that good.
Donnie Wahlberg.
Do you mind spoilers?
Nah.
Right. Well, first of all, puppets don't really freak me out. So that was lost on me completely. Like, I didn't... That... You're on a roll today, just
It's just my phone, you dick.
messing this studio up. Something fierce.
My phone.
Like, so that didn't really help. Because like, I watch horror movies because I want to be scared of them. Like, I want them to scare me.
Cheese deets.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Yes.
this kind of just didn't, I guess. And that guy for True Blood is a not a good actor.
He's questionable.
He is questionable. Questionable.
At least his American accent's alright.
Aye. But the twist... It's a dumb ass twist.
Yep.
It's a dumb fucking twist.
How do you
Hit me with it.
Joe, how do you build the perfect doll? I can tell you how you build the perfect doll, Chris.
Guys and dolls.
You kill a human, turn it into a doll.
So, like...
What?
One of the main characters in it is the guy's dad.
Yep.
His guy's old dad. And his old dad lives with his young wife. And the young wife is possessed by the demon, the old woman, and she's killed his dad and made him a puppet.
But she's also a doll.
Is she?
And the woman ghost is controlling her like a doll.
Oh, wait.
She's young.
Wait, I've heard of this.
She's young. I ain't saying she a gold digger.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, this is the dumbest fucking thing.
Is this
like,
the whole
and
every shot they're in together? She's standing behind
Yes.
them?
Aye.
I have
and
heard of this.
I really wanted to like this movie because I like James Wan and Lee Wannell and they made Saw. They've not really made much good since then. But The Conjuring's good. But
So is Insidious.
no, it's not.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
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 Yes, it is.
No.
Nope.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Nope. Just stop.
It's not the house that's haunted, Joe.
Dalton!
Shut up.
Dalton!
And then you're like, this is so fucking stupid. Like, you mean the guy's a puppet? Like, fuck off.
I thought it was.
And
That's
then-
what I like about horror films.
But then it cuts to like her diagram she's done of how to make him a puppet and
Aye.
shit.
But
Just
you know,
like-
pure smell.
I was like, yous have just steered into this dumb skid
Yep.
and owned it.
Uh huh.
That was alright.
And it shows you them all as puppets at the end.
Aye.
Question.
Yes.
See the scary doll at the start of the film? Was that alive?
Yes.
No. Yeah.
She's the
It's
woman's
ha-
possessing
Aye,
it.
it's like haunted.
Right, so it's her.
Aye.
Aye.
That's just pure shite, man.
It's no great, man.
And the doll's called Billy.
Which makes no sense.
And
Bro, you could.
Because Billy the puppet is in Saw.
and the ghost woman looks like the ghost woman for Insidious. So
James Wan. Roadhouse.
I
didn't
feel like
really-
maybe they wrote Saw and that was like their one-off, and then they were just like,
Then they made Insidious and that was good. Then The Conjuring and that was...
no.
The Insidious is not a good movie
Insidious
at
is
all.
dumb.
Darth Maul was in Insidious.
And it's good.
Conjuring is considerably better.
Yeah,
Conjuring's really
massively,
good.
massively better.
We can talk about Conjuring later because it's in the news.
Yep.
Use beat.
I also watched after how shockingly decent Resident Evil
4?
Afterlife,
Sure.
I want to say
Yep.
is the name.
Generation. Extinction was the fifth one.
No, Extinction's the third one.
Retribution's the 5th one, isn't it?
Retribution's the fifth one.
Afterlife's fourth.
Aye. So after how decent Afterlife was, which would surprise me, it was like it was good. Well, it was good if you want that kind of,
Yeah.
you know, what kind of dumb nonsense you're getting yourself in for.
Yes.
5 is real bad. Like all of it is
Yeah.
really bad,
I've heard this.
really bad.
Can you imagine my disappointment when I went to see that on the day released in 3D?
I would have been pissed off.
Yeah.
I would
man.
have been as pissed off as I was when me and Stephen went to see Ride Along.
Right along, man.
But I just is pretty terrible. But then the way it ends just makes you want another one.
That'll probably happen.
Do you want spoilers?
I don't care.
I've seen.
Like, she meets Albert Wesker in the White House,
And he's president.
and
But he's
Albert
not.
Wesker is kind of like fake president now
That's
because
really
everyone's
cool.
dead.
That's really cool.
And he like talks exactly, well, he's in some of the other ones as well, but like, and he talks exactly like he does in the games. And then
met that guy.
And then they
Have you?
He was at Comic Con. Went to a panel with him.
Did you get a picture?
Nah, it was like £3. I was like, get the fuck.
I'd have paid that. I'd have
It
paid
was
that.
it was Wesker and Ada Wong.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ada Wong's shit in this movie. So,
that-
Not from the movies. I mean from the games.
The woman
Not-
in the
Oh,
dress.
she's terrible.
I'm talking
and
about the voice actors.
Leon S. Kennedy
Yeah.
is terrible.
Is he one of the Kennedy? That'd be really cool.
Heir
I
to the
don't- I
throne.
don't think so.
Is he in the Kennedy administration?
I don't think so. And she meets Wesker, who's now kind of fake president because everyone's dead. And they like go up to the roof.
And there's dragons.
They're not dragons. They're in Resident Evil.
The Resident Evil dragons.
Nah,
What are they?
they're like. Did you play Resi 5?
I played the demo.
See the flying things?
I played the demo. They weren't.
Alright,
It was only the guy with the bag.
Bagman.
he like walks up to the roof and they look out and he's like, "This is our last stand, blah blah blah, humanity's dead, this is us, this is all that's left," sort of thing, and it zooms out and just outside their tiny wall round the White House there's just like a million zombies, and I want to see that. Yeah, please, thank you.
What do you think they would call it?
The
Last Stand. Oh wait, that's X-Men.
Has to be like a
the-
presidential pun.
No,
Resident Evil 6.
President Evil.
Resident Evil 6. Oh my god! This summer witness.
Resident Evil 5, 10 out of 10.
Resident
Tell me about what movies you watched.
Resident Evil, President Evil, the final term.
But it's the worst one by a mile. Don't watch it.
Oh,
Watch
that would be a
1,
thing.
2, and 4, then watch 3 if you want.
Is 3 the one they set in Africa, like, because the game came out?
No, 3's set in like Las Vegas or something, in the desert.
Nevada.
Aye.
I thought it was in Africa.
Nah. There is significant parts of Resident Evil 5, the game, included in the 5th movie.
Yeah, there is.
Aye.
Like Las Plagas.
Actually, see,
Oh, right, aye.
Aye.
see if you were to watch all scenes from Resident Evil 5 separately as action scenes, you'd be like, aye, that was really good, but the fact that it's just an action montage for 2 hours, you're kind of like... Then he's like, for example, he's like fighting folk in the city, in Japanese city, and then he walks into a room, and she's fighting Nazi zombies, and you're like...
Aye.
And then she walks
That's
into another
because,
room, and
as a whole, the games don't make a whole bunch of sense put together. Like, it
Oh,
seems...
true.
I've not played them all, but, like, it seems like that also. Like, one of them, it's not the T-Virus, it is Las Plagas. And
That's when Resident Evil got really good, so... I was totally
I've never
alright with
actually owned a Resident Evil game.
it. 4's one of the best games ever made, so...
Try to play it.
we'll play that.
I've got it. That'll be part of the
The stream.
extra live stream.
Yep.
I'll watch it.
I watched... Are you done?
I'm done. Do you guys want a peanut wine bar?
I'm alright,
No,
man.
thank you.
I watched a bunch of horror movies.
I'm still done regardless of that fact.
Right. I watched another 7 horror movies.
Woo!
It nearly defeated me this week. It nearly done me in. I was so close. Nah, I'm alright, man. I was so close to just packing it in, man.
Why?
Because I'll tell you something, man. See horror films,
They're amazing.
a whole bunch of them are not good. And I watched a whole bunch of not good ones. I feel like, not good, but like pure bang average. Eventually, the same formula again and again kind of starts to grain on you.
So, tell us what you watched.
Right. I didn't talk about Deliver Us From Evil last week, did I? I watched 2014's Deliver Us From Evil.
Go on.
Eric Bana plays
Oh, wow.
a New York cop or a Boston cop. He fights.
I'm not a cop.
He fights demons. He is a cop.
Is he a cop? What is it they say?
Cop, not
Cop.
a fucking quap.
Cop.
Uh,
I'm not a fucking cop.
Co-op, doing the coop.
Good with food.
Eric Bana, and this made me really happy that he was in this. Joe McHale, who
Joe McKeldry?
no, he is the main character in the hit cancelled twice sitcom Community. He is like the arsehole boss in Ted,
Oh, yeah.
right? He got kind of buff for this movie, which is kind of weird, and he basically plays Fred Durst.
What?
He wears a backwards like Red Sox cap, has arm tattoos, and wears exclusively Alice in Chains t-shirts. And when confronting a criminal, will not shoot him, but pulls out 2 knives and fights him, holding them like backwards.
I can't wait to watch this shit.
That sounds like...
Did he do it all for the nookie?
He did it all for the nookie.
Was this Tommy Lee Jones in Under Siege? That's exactly what it sounds like.
So, what happens is, I can't remember how it started. It's probably some kind of exorcism thing, but
Yes.
basically, oh no, it starts. It's like it shows you like this thing in Iraq, and it's like all from the soldier's point of view, but then it kind of cuts away. Something happens, you don't see it. It cuts away.
Is it found footage?
That bit is.
Right.
And then it sort of cuts to Eric Bana, and he's a cop, but he's kind of like grizzled, and he has like something happened. He's scarred. You know what I mean? He's a bit something's not right,
Is he alright?
and it's not ghosts.
No.
It's not ghosts. And
Quad.
it's not like a twist or anything. I just don't really want to spoil the movie because it was quite good. And basically, what happens is these possessed guys start fucking shit up in the city, and
What are they possessed by?
a demon. Oh my
Stephen,
god!
get off Facebook.
Who? That's Ross, man. Ross will go see Fury with you tonight, Joe.
Aye.
I might take him up on that.
So there's these guys that are cutting about, and that's like what they're trying to figure out. They're like, oh, it's not they're junkies, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they're rational.
Aye.
And then this Hispanic priest shows up, and he's like, "Nah, this is something else." And then nobody
This
believes
is
him.
Las Plagas.
And then everything happens, and then they believe him, and then the demon's out to get Eric Bana's family, and all this stuff. It's based on a true story, by the way.
Ghost Cop.
A guy wrote a book. This happened to him, apparently. It's really good.
It
Watch
did?
it. It's cool. I would have liked to have seen sequels to this.
It's only just out, isn't it?
Aye, where like they hunt. They are grizzled New York cops that hunt ghosts. That would be awesome.
There's not many horror films coming out these days that are not gonna have a sequel.
I don't think this will have a sequel.
Yeah,
But like the book, apparently, right? I read
would
a
you have
thing.
thought See No Evil had a sequel?
I looked up a thing that was like, oh, like how true is this and all that. But basically, they said that like they took the most boring bit from the book and turned it into a movie, and the movie's quite good. So if they took another bit and made it, I would watch it. Joe
Joe?
McHale won't be in it, but because he gets done in.
Oh.
So maybe I wouldn't watch it.
Does his knife fighting not work?
Nope, he tries his hardest.
What else do you watch?
Hold on till I get my list up. Then I'll watch next, man. I watched The Innkeepers. Ty West, The Innkeepers, 2011.
Yep.
The movie was boring as fuck, man.
No, it's
It
no.
was really boring.
I would say that
Good.
movie is serviceable.
I thought it was really boring. It wasn't like terrible. I was like, this is nothing happens for like an hour.
It's good.
It's just them in a hotel. Like, this hotel's shutting down. It's haunted. And then nothing happens.
Stuff's happening in the background.
I like the characters.
It's tense. I like the
Aye,
characters
alright,
as well.
aye.
It was
It was alright, but I just
totally fine.
thought it was kind of boring. It's like most of it was kind of boring. I thought, don't know. I've seen better Ty West movies.
Like,
The Sacrament.
that's good.
Aye,
I still need to watch that.
it's good.
And you watch House of the Devil. Horror film of the 21st century.
So, I don't know. I guess that's 2 against 1. So if you want to watch The Innkeepers, watch it, I guess. I didn't like it.
What else do you watch?
I've figured out that I have specific horror movies that actually put the fear in me.
Right.
It's usually exorcism movies.
Like 2014's Wolf Cop.
How the fuck did you get away with putting this in your horror movie list?
It's a horror movie. It's a monster film.
You picked this up in Tesco last week before the last podcast.
I know.
So what'd you sub it for?
I don't know, man. Like, Wrong Turn 7. I don't know.
Are you taking the scary movies out and putting horror comedies in?
None of these movies have been scary at all.
See No Evil 2.
None of them.
Put the
I'll
fear
tell
in
you
you.
what's
None.
scary.
Right, Wolf Cop was cool.
Silent Hill 1.
That wasn't scary.
That's because you've not watched Silent Hill 2 Revelation. That's why you've not seen anything scary yet.
The scariest movie I watched was...
You said 2 weeks ago you were going to watch
American
that.
Mary's scary, but not in a jumpy way.
I don't think it was scary at all.
It's just dark.
Aye, that doesn't make it scary.
There's more to horror movies and scares.
There's more to this. There's more to this. There's more to this list than just horror movies. This is Halloween, Chris. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Pumpkin scream in the dead of night.
Just so the viewers know, we've got a kind of group chat that goes on Facebook, and nobody was kind of talking on it for a good 20 minutes, which is quite rare. And all of a sudden, Stephen popped up saying, "I just seen somebody's willy get changed into a werewolf's willy," while he was watching this film.
Right, I can describe this scene way better than you just described it. This is the first time you see Wolf Cop change into Wolf Cop, right? And he goes to the toilet, and he's like, "I don't feel great." And he starts peeing, and the pee turns into blood, and then you see his willy, and it explodes and turns into a werewolf willy, and then he rips his face off, and it's a werewolf underneath it. And they change every time he done it, it was really cool. He like rips his skin off and that. There's hair underneath it.
How would you compare it to the greatest practical effects scene of all time? American Werewolf in
Well,
London.
it wasn't as
scene.
good as American. It was probably better than the skin ripping off scene in Van Helsing,
Oh.
because that was like CGI and looked a bit kind of dodgy. But
Would you recommend this film?
if you want to watch a dumb
Willies.
80s horror movie but made now, yes. At the end, it comes up and says Wolf Cop 2 coming 2015, and then there is a rap about Wolf Cop.
Can you sing some of that rap for us?
Nope. I am Wolf Cop, and I'm here to say I'm the rappingest wolf in the USA. I made that up.
Well, I believed you. So kind of on a different note quickly. Before we went to Darren Johnson of in Scotland, happy 21st birthday. Went to his 21st on Saturday. Me and Chris were sat at my house, and I put the John Cena album on as a joke, and then we listened to it for like 35 minutes, and just like didn't realise.
I actually think we just sat in silence and listened to it.
Just drank beer and listened to.
That rain.
Is that the rain?
Aye.
Jesus.
See, that to me sounds like a very, very big spider walking
Demons.
really fast.
Demons.
Do you want to check it? What was that?
We're safe in here. For now.
My microphone is haunted.
Um,
Haunted with my sick rhymes.
After Wolf Cop, I watched 1408 because that was already on the list.
Right.
Been gone.
So that was good.
What's 1408?
Did it come out in 1408?
That's 1408. We talked about 1408. I'm not playing this game.
When?
Is that the time? Time to play the game?
Shut up, man. Oh my god. Right. Do you guys know what Tales from the Crypt is?
Nope.
Nope.
It is an 80s horror anthology television show.
Says you've got it from 1995.
It ran for like a while.
Right.
It came back and stuff.
Right.
Based on a comic book.
Right.
And it was the Crypt.
Was it a Marvel comic book?
No.
A DC?
No.
Then
DC Comics.
Then I know nothing.
The Crypt Keeper hosted it and he presented the shorts, like the Twilight Zone kind of thing.
Right.
And it was like horror stuff.
Right.
They made a bunch of movies. They done the Tales from the Crypt movie, and then they made a bunch of Tales from the Crypt Presents. So I watched Tales from the Crypt Presents Demon Night because I heard the good things.
And?
Right.
This is another really dumb horror movie. It starts off and it's like there's this guy driving down the road and he's been chased. He's been chased by Billy Zane. Billy Zane.
The Billy Zane?
Yes, he's really good in this. He's really good.
Fuck Billy Zane.
He's getting chased in the crash, and then they both get away. Basically, it's like he goes to this hotel, and then they find out in the hotel that Billy Zane's after him. Billy Zane's a demon knight. A demon knight.
Is this based on a true story?
I hope it is.
And Billy Zane plays himself.
Billy Zane is hilarious in this. He clearly knew that what this movie was, and was just like, I'm going to be ridiculous in this.
Aye. Much like he did in Titanic.
Aye, pretty much. Because that movie was also dumb.
Yep. Tales from the Crypt, Titanic.
Tales from the Crypt presents Titanic.
Have you all seen Titanic 2?
I haven't. Sci-fi Asylum original Titanic 2.
100 years later, a recreation of Titanic goes out to sea and the same thing happens.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fucking brilliant.
Yep.
Bet you it's better than the first one.
But Joe, every night in my dreams, Billy Zane is a demon knight.
Yep.
Demon Knight was cool. I liked it. It was really dumb. Do you know who's in this? Fish Mooney from Gotham. Jada Smith. Yeah, she's in this.
Is that who that is?
Yep. That's cool. I like that. It was fun. It was like that and Wolf Cop were like a nice break from just watching sheer like doorface no names be like, oh, there's scary things happening. Like but then I ruined that by watching Alien Abduction after that.
Which
The
looks
next
really
day.
good.
2014's found footage Alien Abduction. That movie was bull honky.
Bull honky.
Do you know how they explain how the camera is there in this movie all the time?
Why?
They're
Right.
like, oh, the son has autism, so he needs a camera with him all the time because that's his thing. It's
Right.
dumb. It's dumb. There's you see an alien right at the start, then don't see it again for an hour and a half.
That
And it's
sounds
just
a bit
them running
like
about, and there's a redneck, and it is the most found footage I've ever seen. Not in a good way. Alien Abduction, I had high hopes. I don't know why. The poster looked good. I think that was it.
the trailer's really good.
I've
as
just
well.
remembered a movie that I watched.
Aye.
Mr. Jones.
So you did.
Dr. Jones.
Alien Abduction was dumb. I don't know, you might like it. I said this to you, I was like, you might like it. I mean, I just been in a bad mood because I was like, this movie, man. like, I just thought it was boring. Like the 2 found footage movies I've watched on this list have not been good. My love for found footage is slowly.
It's because you have to watch
dwindling.
Paranormal Activity, the marked ones.
Chris.
The best Paranormal Activity.
See,
All I'm saying is I still love found footage films and I've not seen that.
I bet it's
It's
so
excellent.
Good,
It's
Chris.
found
It'll
footage.
ruin every other found footage
It's
film for you.
so good, man.
But what you need to understand is found footage
There's
isn't
time travelling Hispanic teenagers in it.
found footage isn't there. Found footage is here.
What I tell you where found footage is, Chris?
It's right in your.
It's right here. Ladies and gentlemen at home, I'm pointing at my arsehole. Right? That is where found footage is right now.
No, it's not.
For me. Alien abduction. Alien arse.
You need to watch Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. I swear to God, you think it's amazing.
Well, somebody buy me it. Because I'll skin. So what I do is buy other horror
Guys.
films.
Last night I learned something.
What?
Just want to say that I never thought that it would be so simple, but I found a way. Right?
Right?
And that's by watching Josh Peck 2012 horror movie ATM.
Oh, Jesus. How did that go?
I quite liked it.
Aye,
It was also pretty dumb,
that's fine.
but kind of like I liked it.
Did Josh Peck just look confused all the time like he always does?
They tried to have
He
him
does
play.
that face to try and make himself look pure cool and just looks like something he'd hit him with a shovel.
Pretty much.
He's got like Kenny Miller face going on.
Aye, no, pretty much aye.
Can I just ask while we're in the creepy corner? Has anyone seen on Netflix Midnight Meat Train Uncut?
Yeah, starring Vinnie Jones.
I've not watched
Have you seen
it, but I know it's a thing.
I wouldn't watch that movie. I've heard it's really bad.
Just to keep the
Midnight
viewers
Meat
coming
Train.
back. Just to keep the viewers coming back every week. I'm going to promise you I'll watch that film this week.
Promises you watch Paranormal Activity 5, the marked ones?
No, 'cause I don't have it.
I'll get you. Press pass.
Get you off that old press pass,
ATM is a horror movie set at the Christmas time.
The way you done that was exactly like the way the folk in the bars do it. No, I'll get you that. I'll get you that.
40 quid.
Yeah.
ATM is a Christmas movie,
Right,
but it's also a horror.
right.
Does that have Tim,
That got me feeling nice and holly jolly
Tim
as I
Allen
watched-
in it?
Cool.
as I watched Josh Peck try to play someone who is an adult but also has a fringe. I don't know. That was cool. It's on Netflix. It's like an hour and a half long.
Cool.
Watch ATM if you get
Is
nothing else
that
to watch.
is that the last of yours?
That was that up till today. Today I'm watching Laid to Rest. So tune in next week for that.
Cool.
I'm more than halfway. I'm in the home
You've done
stretch.
He's done well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
What was your
7,
last
8,
one?
9, a Sinister.
That's a good intent.
You've not seen Sinister, have you?
Nope.
Oh, it's excellent.
I'm gonna watch a bunch of like films I like as well.
You need to watch Silent Hill.
I'm gonna watch Nightmare on Elm Street 3: Dream Warriors because that's my favourite horror film,
Yes.
and maybe Scream.
It's good. I want to see
Ah.
Swamp Thing.
I honestly think that Sinister might be my favourite horror movie I've ever seen.
I mean, it's good as Evil Dead.
Like it's excellent. Like
It's really good.
Oh man, I've not seen the Evil Dead remake in so long.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
it's great.
got it
innit?
on Blu-ray.
Oh.
I've not even seen the original, but it's
Oh,
really good.
The original's
so good.
pretty hard to watch.
Right,
Just watch the second one.
see,
It's a remake of the first one.
but see the fact when you watch it and you, I can't remember. Sam Raimi was either 19 or 21. One of the other when he made this film. I think it was 21. And the fact that he was doing that out money for his back pocket, you would just be
Aye.
like, wow.
Aye, pretty much.
So that's a good way to think about it when you watch it.
Aye, that's like a movie you'd watch more for like the probably like educational or like for like
Yeah.
the love of like
Yeah.
cinema. You know what I mean,
It's also
if you want to have like a
rather
good time,
scary.
I'd say watch the second one and then watch the third one because the second one's just a remake of the first one with like extra bits in it.
It's just weird. It's just like, I don't know. Like,
No, that is like we're gonna like basically make the first one again but better because they had a budget.
but
So it's like mostly the same.
it was just a comedy.
I know, but like, the second one has scary bits as well though.
The third one is just brilliant. No,
That is just
it's
a comedy.
such a laugh,
It's
aye.
so good. That was all the horror films I watched.
There's Sam Raimi's Rami,
There's nothing else you guys want to watch?
Spider-Man director. He's hinted at Army of Darkness 2.
Aye, he's been hinting at it since like...
Aye, but he's hinting.
I heard something about a TV show.
I heard that. Any of you watched any other horror films?
Certainly haven't. I'm horror filmed at my...
Well, no, I watched Mr. Jones. I guess that's kind of a horror movie.
Aye, that weird... Aye.
It's pretty good. It's really well made. Like, really well made. What?
We'll talk about it in a minute. It's
What's
news
happened?
stuff. It's news stuff.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
Dumb.
We're not even going to say it.
Dumb spit.
Mr. Jones. I liked it. You've seen it, haven't you?
I've seen it, yes.
Have you seen it?
Don't even know what it is.
It's a found footage horror, I guess. Would you call it a horror movie?
It's like a psychological horror.
Psychological horror thriller type.
It's found footage, so it kind of really only can be horror.
Aye. It's good. It's good. It's really well made. The end's really hard to keep a track of. I still don't really know what happened, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I had to look it up and stuff.
It doesn't really make much sense, but it's
what I assumed was correct.
acted
but then,
well and looks good, and you know.
All that part.
Scott, remember Zobel's daughter and sons?
the racist guys, like the
Remember?
season 2,
Season 2.
the white supremacist guys. That
Yeah.
She's in it, and some guy that
Okay.
I'd never seen before.
Cool.
But aye, it's good.
All right.
Thumbs
Aye.
up.
That was cool. The guy was like creepy, like Mr. Jones with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mask is cool, man.
Aye.
Really cool. So aye, it was good.
Aye.
News.
Right, hold on. Christ. Did I play this news jingle, man? They're soundboard. Those things cost money.
And we have no money.
Oh, news.
Remember Shane McMahon's walkout music?
No.
I watched.
Oh no, Shane.
Here
Oh.
comes the money.
I watched a movie that had a little news jingle in it. The
Aye.
other day, aye. Can't remember what one it was.
Aye, we were what?
What was it that I was watching that had the news jingle?
We were. Oh no.
I think it was
maybe you just
Wolf Cop.
told us. Aye. I don't know what I'm saying.
Excellent.
Aye.
Anyway, news.
This week on readingtotalfilm.com's news section.
Warner moves Conjuring 2 for 2016.
Boo.
Yep. Conjuring 2, the Enfield Poltergeist. Something like
I think they already dropped
True
the
story.
subtitle.
Have you?
that. Aye.
I think, I think so.
Have you
Because
ever?
they get sued for it. Aye.
Have you
Aye.
ever read up on the Enfield Poltergeist?
Yes.
That happened?
Aye, it's cool, man.
It's real.
Sorry. Aye. Basically, they said they're moving it,
And
and
it's
that
been replaced by...
Warner Bros. Are bringing something else out. Deadline speculates that the replacement film could be either Crawl Space, in which Michael Vartan plays a widower moving into a creepy new home, or Superstition, a new Blumhouse production that also sees a young family move into a haunted house.
Haven't heard that one before.
Aye, I know. You know, Blumhouse are the guys that make like The Purge and stuff like that.
Aye, good one. So.
Eli Roth will produce Cabin Fever remake.
What's...
Eli Roth made
Eli
the
Roth.
first Cabin Fever, which is a
Right.
terrible film. Eli Roth is also a terrible person
How?
because he makes bad movies.
Did he make Hostel?
Yes.
Fuck Hostel. Ross got me Hostel free and Blu-ray, and then we watched it, and it was terrible.
Yep. Uh-huh.
They cut someone's face off, and then they wear it.
Yes.
Silence of the Lambs.
Worse.
Hello, Clarice.
Right.
I hadn't saw Silence of the Lambs till like January.
I gave you it, didn't I? I'm bored.
Aye, that's where I got it.
Guardians of the Galaxy
James-
2 news.
James Gunn has been teases new additions to Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I would assume Nova is going to be in that movie.
Nova Prime.
I think basically they say that. I think it basically just means that he said there's going to be new ones. They didn't say who they
Aye.
were. I'd assume Nova and maybe the dog since he's in the
Aye.
first one.
The
Cosmo or something
dog's
like that.
great in the comics, so...
there's a lot of Fantastic Four stuff coming out.
Oh, don't quack on everything. We'll be here forever.
Basically, they're just putting like it's going to be really different.
Aye.
So
We didn't leave the creepy corner.
well, too late. Hasbro confirms My Little Pony movie. Word up to all the bronies out there.
I didn't even know what bronies were until recently, and that's fucked up.
Yep.
What is it?
People, guys who watch My Little Pony. Grown men with neckbeards and fedoras.
Okay.
Colin Farrell, latest contender
There's
to
like-
play Doctor Strange.
There's like 9 folk who are apparently going to be Doctor Strange, and one of them's Keanu Reeves.
Ewan McGregor, Ethan Hawke, Colin Farrell, me,
Johnny Depp.
you.
Aye. Joaquin Phoenix.
Probably
Matt Smith, ex-Doctor.
Scotty Too Hottie.
Rikishi,
Rikishi.
Grado,
probably Liam Neeson.
Yep.
Liam Neeson, James Wan.
The girl that was in Hunger Games, that was like the sassy badass girl, is going to be in Batman vs Superman. People are
Cool.
saying that she might be the female Robin that's in Dark Knight Returns.
Right.
So that would be cool. I'd watch that.
Yep.
She's in.
DC
Sucker
also announced their like 20,000 movies they're going to make now.
Did
Yeah.
Aye, like The Flash, that Ezra Miller's going to be The Flash.
they? So they're making The Flash even though it's a TV show?
Aye.
Okay.
It's somebody else.
Who's Ezra Miller?
He's in that Wallflower, the
Right.
Life of a Wallflower.
Perks of being a wallflower.
Aye.
Right.
He's in that. He's got the guy with the long hair.
Okay.
They finally confirmed that the guy for Game of Thrones is Aquaman. There's going to be a standalone Green Lantern movie. Just all sorts of different stuff. There's going to be standalone Superman and Batman movies after Superman vs
Great.
Batman.
That's what we need, more
There's going to
Batman
be
movies.
like 2 Justice League movies.
I'm sure there will be.
Aye.
I'm sure that will
I think
definitely happen.
and they apparently announced like 8 or 9 movies. So
Great. We talked about this last week, I know,
what?
but they're going to make another Saw movie. Written by Lee Vano and directed by James Wan.
I'm okay with that.
Did those movies round out?
They round out like shockingly well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shockingly
Did
well.
the last one have a conclusion?
Yes.
Right, okay.
And it was good.
Right.
And
Maybe they shouldn't then.
I was happy with
Maybe they
it.
should just leave it.
The end of the last one was really good.
Cool.
Star Wars is done.
It's 3 weeks
Yeah,
away from
they're-
finishing
they're
filming.
getting close.
That movie comes out like
In a year
soon.
or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully they're still planning to release Star Wars Battlefront with the same release date.
Don't change it to coincide with the. There's a lot of stuff they cancelled too.
Do Battlefront.
The guys that make Robot Chicken were making a Star Wars style Robot Chicken TV show, and they totally just cancelled it because they were like, "We don't want this to be kids first. Kids when the new movie's coming out, we don't want this like making fun of Star Wars to be the first introduction to Star Wars that kids have."
Aye.
But that seems dumb.
Are
They cancelled a bunch of games as well when Disney bought.
you talking,
Aye.
are you talking about the film or Battlefront?
I'm talking about in general, like a lot.
Oh, right, okay. Because Star Wars
They're
Battlefront.
making, they're making 3 Pacific Rims,
Yep.
Yes!
and isn't
They
the
don't
arts
even start production
for like a
on the
year?
second one until the end of next year. That movie won't come out till like 2018 or something.
We are getting Crimson Peaks though.
Can I just say, Pacific Rim 2, I will wait for you.
Yep.
No matter what it takes.
Harry Potter spin-off Fantastic Beasts will at least be a trilogy
Cool.
set to arrive 2016, 2018 and 2020.
Yep, cool.
Did you see the thing where she put out the
The Twitter thing.
Cryptic
Aye.
tweet?
and it said that it was going to be like set in New York? So see if this is like an
Eric Bana hunts demons in Harry Potter land.
No, it's like an indie rom-com
Aye.
set in the Harry Potter universe.
What if 2? Fantastic Beasts and where to find them.
What if to the Chantry of Secrets? Yep. Christian Bale talks to play Steve Jobs because Danny Boyle's doing a biopic, even though there's already been like 2 made,
Cool.
but no one liked them. The Naomi Pierce talks Prometheus 2.
I figured out. Gary told me the supposed How I Met Your Mother spoiler. No spoiler reference
Right.
in Gone Girl. Apparently he says they're going to have a legendary night.
Don't remember that.
Neither did I, but apparently it happened.
Right. Cool.
The Oscars got a good host.
Aye.
Speaking of which,
Aye. Apparently there's going to be new villains in Prometheus. That definitely will not be xenomorphs, guys. I swear this time. It's going to be xenomorphs.
Just like I swore last time.
Aye. It's going to be xenomorphs.
that movie is a direct prequel to fucking
Aye.
Alien. Like, like
They brought out the poster for Jurassic World.
Aye,
It
they did.
looks really cool.
I need to watch 2 and 3 because I've not
No,
seen
you
them
don't.
in a long while.
Don't watch the third one.
You don't need to. If you
I remember
watch
like-
the second one. The third one's the best.
I remember liking the
First one is amazing.
I remember liking the third one a lot when I saw it when I was wee.
I don't think you like it as much.
I remember some form of thing with a rope bridge and raptors, and
That is good.
I remember that.
It's a cage.
Continue.
The Russo brothers are in line perhaps to direct Avengers 3 and
Yep.
4
So it's
after
Imagine
Cap 3.
Glenn Jacobs.
After Cap 3, that will have...
Jacob Goodnight is in the Avengers now.
Ewan McGregor, new favourite.
to play Doctor Strange. Everyone
Getting
is
sick
playing
of this,
Doctor
man.
Strange.
Everyone.
I think they'll
has
announce
been
it on
approached.
Halloween.
I want it to be. I'd like it to be Ewan McGregor.
That'd be cool. But in a Scottish accent. Playing the junkie for train spotting, but a
Javier
wizard.
Bardem's maybe going to be the villain in Pirates 5.
And line to play ghostly
I heard
captain.
that.
That would be awesome.
Who's Javier Bardem?
Javier
The
fucking
blonde
Bardem.
guy in Skyfall.
Right,
Skyfall.
okay, aye.
The
Like
bad guy
Skyfall when
in
it crumbles.
No Country for Old Men.
He has brown. Right, okay, yeah.
Also,
guy's creepy.
Drax the Destroyer might be in it as well.
And
Really? Batista?
Aye.
Aye.
What?
Apparently he's been cast.
Playing
Is
who,
that-
like Blackbeard or something?
No, in Pirates, sorry. James Bond.
James Bond.
Oh,
I don't know.
playing like a...
Just a henchman.
A henchman
Aye, but
guy.
like he's a named henchman kind of thing.
Aye,
Aye,
I seen it. It's a
odd
weird
job.
name. It's like Hinks or something like that. Aye.
I'm
Cool.
I'm guessing I'm in the severe minority here, but I kind of enjoyed the last Pirates of the Caribbean.
Turned it off at 20 minutes in.
I quite liked it. I thought it was...
It was nothing special, but
it was
it
just...
took 2 hours.
It was just one of
like,
those movies, and it wasn't
Didn't regret
bad.
it.
Like it was...
I think
It was a popcorn action movie.
I think I like the second one the best.
No, the first one's my favourite, but I think they're all good. Like, it's got that kind of Indiana Jones type thing going on, where it's just like, here's another story with this guy in
Aye.
it. Here's this other thing he done
I
that
liked
one
the
time.
fact that Chow Yun-Fat was in the third one. He was like the pirate in
I can't even remember.
Shanghai. Is that where they go?
Aye. I just like... I like that kind of thing. Like, see if they made 10 Indiana Jones movies, I'd probably like all of them. Just like, here's this other story of this thing he done.
Yeah,
I
but the
wonder how long
Crystal Skull
the
was
reboot-
bad.
You know what I mean?
Indiana Jones.
I doubt they will.
Disney.
Or they'll make another one, but like Harrison Ford won't be the main.
I think the only thing they do is like,
Because I think
here's this movie for Lucas that's get like the same font in the poster, but it's not Indiana Jones, but he's got a hat and a whip and a different name,
aye.
and Harrison Ford is going to show up at some point and make a
Well,
joke about it.
No, because like they talked about wanting to do them with like his son,
Aye,
but then people just started hating Shia LaBeouf
because he's a
because
dick.
he was in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
More because he's a dick
Aye, but
is the
like,
main problem.
that was like before folk like
Aye.
properly hated him, but and folk were like, well, I think that was their plan, and then folk hated Crystal Skull, and they were like, well, guess we're not doing that then, so they're gonna have to like either they'll do something with it, or they just won't touch it for like years. So, don't know. We'll see.
Anything else? Iron Sheik.
And Chic tweet of the week. Hold
Let's
on.
go.
No, hold on. I need to get the break my back, make you humble. I haven't seen any this week. I didn't. Last week I already seen some, but I didn't previously see any Iron Sheik tweets this week.
Jabroni, but that little punk, break his back, make him humble, put him in the camel clutch, and I didn't do it because for the God and Jesus and Mr. McMahon.
Iron Sheik tweet of the
What
week.
a guy.
Right. Well, Iron Sheik took part in the Iron Sheik roast this week. So that was a thing. I don't know. Dean Ambrose.
Nothing.
Yeah, I think he got an Instagram account this week. This week.
Okay, that's a good one.
Hello at Paul McCartney. Tell me who the fuck would have the sex with the Ringo? Question mark.
Just talking about how much he hates Mondays again.
He doesn't like Monica Lewinsky. Iron Sheik get called to run for mayor of the Toronto. We see what happen. What one are you laughing at?
This
one?
No,
This
two
one?
down. Aye.
It just says in big capital letters, "Go fuck yourself." Hashtag what not to say at a funeral. Fuck the gummy bear and the Notebook. Oh my god. Iron Sheik Halloween costumes, man. Oh, sorry.
Some more hating on Ebola.
He doesn't like Ebola, man. Aye, he got an Instagram account this week, so we're gonna have to.
Sorry, pancake. Pancake.
The guy's a fuck the hashtag Ebola star. And I don't know, man.
He's not been in top form this week, has he?
Nah, I don't really. He said Chris Weidman was Iron Sheik class.
Because he saved a 92-year-old woman.
Aye,
Aye.
cool.
Fuck the Mac Mini.
What movie better, Halloween Town 2 or Iggy Azalea, Your Tits Look Like Pancakes 3? How does Iron Sheik know what Halloween Town is?
Winner!
We got Iggy one at the bottom. Oh my god. That's pretty.
He's defending Snoop Dogg.
That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, let's not. The Halloween Town 2 one once.
Yeah, let's go with that.
And it was from Bubbles for Trailer Park Boys Twitter account, and it was happy birthday to my favourite uncle. It's just a picture of him and Snoop Dogg.
That's amazing. I think that's the show.
That's a show.
That is it.
That's
We have ourselves a show,
You have.
if you want to call it that. I wouldn't.
I don't know, man. Done an interview about the film show at uni the other
Did you?
day. Aye. For class.
Jesus.
Oh my
They were like,
god.
what is that about? And I was like, I don't know, man. Films or something.
Films.
Don't know
Right.
that.
Well, bye.
Aye. Oh, yeah, close one. We will see you same time next week.
Cheery bye.
See you later.
Keep one eye open.
Beware the moon.